the line, it kills him. Beyond that, I don't think it matters because there's no damage going out for. There's no no unavoidable damage going out for a long time after that.
Those lines aren't very big.
I'm gonna pee real fast.
Alright, then I will too.
I think there's two ways we could resolve it. Either do like roll groups, or we could do kind of a half and half with rolls, and then either way you have to full spread. But whichever group doesn't get hit by the first one is gonna have to spread around the boss.
What if we do, like, kind of like what you just said that there, where we have a tank and a healer north, a tank and a healer south? But that still doesn't work for the DPS, though. Well, actually, if we
Well, it would work for the DPS. Like, we need to all spread regardless. Because we don't know who the first one's going to get hit by, so we have to all spread at the beginning.
What's the point of splitting up the groups? What do we gain from
it would make the line easier.
Yeah, but the lines are pretty small.
What was it, a 4x4? Is that what it was?
What's 4x4?
Was the arena a 4x4?
I'm back.
It started...
Debuff for people looking for
it. Snake and bird. So it started with two 2x2s. And then the second one was a 4x4 in the middle. So we would have to spread in that pattern. We'd have to spread for the 2x2s, and then like clock for the 4x4.
Yep.
Yeah. So it would be like spread into clocks inside the boss's hitbox.
That's what I said, Zettler.
Yeah. I think that would be the smartest way to go about that.
These people didn't read my mechanical analysis. It's possible that it might do the reverse of that order, so it might do like middle save first.
Yeah,
and then
yeah, it could. I have a feeling that if it's gonna do, if it's gonna be middle, that it's gonna be lines, but I don't know for sure. I would hazard a guess to say that it's going to be either middle lines first, or north-south spreads, and then it'll do the reverse. I don't know that it would do like middle spreads. But we'll see.
Alright, so I'm taking South Clock, partnering with Akari. Yeah, okay.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Try to play these consistent at the beginning. Key to us progging and being able to test stuff is seeing through mechanics with everyone alive.
So pay close attention. Octaflares the spreads.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
East pattern.
It was not out.
Sink sorrow into your heart.
Reset. It's never like always out. Remember, it's like two things that are separated by two other things, like an H.
Yeah. So if we're gonna call it like that,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So why don't we call
the cardinal out, and then that would we know that we'd be like one square away from that. So we can also call it based on like that.
So the way that I would do it is I would call east. This is east safe, and then move that over one, and I would call that west safe. Because the orientation's the same, but you're kind of on the east or west side of the arena.
Yeah.
But isn't it possible for far east and far west to also be safe at the same
I don't
time?
think so.
Because we had it before where it was far north and far south to be safe. I remember seeing that pattern once.
What if we did it? What if we did it like this? Just for now.
Did it like what? Oh, you're drawing.
I'm not drawing. I'm trying to figure out where to put these. Let's see.
We could do them like. We could do them like this, and we could call numbers or no numbers.
I was gonna say that, but I was gonna make it slightly easier by going like this. So
a tile is only unsafe if it is entirely outlined by the blue thing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's really hard to see.
Yeah.
So then you could call evens or odds.
Evens or odds.
Evens or odds? Wait, what?
Well, because there's also like direct north of like 3 and 2, and then C. You have to consider that could happen.
Yeah.
Or south of 3 and 2 and A. Or A and C. I don't know if those are all the patterns, but...
From what I've seen, the only patterns are either... Well, the only one that's never is the corner, right?
We've
As
never
far
seen
as
the
we
corner.
Corners are always covered.
Never seen corners.
Never
Okay,
on-
so it's always gonna be one of the three inside, or well, like next to the corners, basically.
Well, so we can see this pattern here as these are safe. We can see this shifted over one to the left. We can see 4 squares in the center are safe. Angie, you said you remember seeing far north and far south being safe too?
Yes.
That's the only 4 patterns we've seen, right?
Yeah. It's probably all 4 of them.
Yeah, I don't think we can see others because we've pulled the boss like 30 or 40 times. We haven't seen other patterns except that. So why don't we call the way I would do it is call east for that first pattern, west for that second pattern, in for that square pattern, and north-south out for that north-south pattern.
And so the safe spot that you prioritize will be based on your clock spot then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can think of like you're gonna have to look in the 4 quadrants, either the northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast quadrants of the 4 squares, and one of those is gonna be safe for your respective clock position.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Flare's partners at the end. Partners.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
I believe it's middle.
In.
Let seep sorrow into
Partners.
your heart.
Flame Viper.
Poking. Go back.
Watch for out or
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
knockback's faster than the out, so better to start close.
Knockback.
You
Lock
will
positions.
know
Positions
my
now. I'm raising
rage.
Comey. Remember what your number is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's praying
That's my
before
also.
a god?
Who's 2? Stack with me.
I was 2, but I died.
I lived! it is a stack.
Okay, so that stomp, by the way, that goes through residue. Because I had residue and I still died.
The knockback snapshot is earlier than I thought it was.
Yeah, the knockback is way faster than the out.
The whole fight
As
is
soon
fast.
as you know
Expected.
which one he is, you can pop knockback
Yeah.
and you're good.
I thought I had to time it a little bit, and I do not.
I'm trying to check to see if the animation differs.
Rest eternal in the dark.
As soon as you see him grow a tail, you're good to pop knockback. You just can't wait any longer than that, or he's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Flare spreads at the end of the mechanic.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
East is going to be out. Spreads now.
Under
I'm
my
raising Comey.
sight.
Oh, I see.
This is gonna kill Trin.
You ready on that Swiftcast?
I'm ready on the Swift.
Behold the
Start close to
fruits
him
of
because
sacrifice.
knockback's faster. Watch for the out or the KB.
Knockback.
Lock position.
You will know my rage.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3, 4. So everyone close to the middle. 1s go north. 2s go south. 2s south now. 3s go north. 4s south.
Nice.
I'm
Really?
raising Kari.
Very good. Alright, now it's gonna be Creation on Command.
It's illusory creation.
Hey,
Is that
that's
different?
That's
summoning,
Creation on
yeah,
Command.
he's summoning.
Okay.
Leave naught but
So
ash
watch
in
the guys in
your
the
wake.
Cardinals for the safe spots. Remember, we want tank skills north here and DPS south. And spread out.
Oh,
Oh, the,
It's
goes
that-
It was
right
tanks
away.
and heals. It was tanks and heals.
yeah, it was.
Tetra Flare is partners.
Good luck, us.
Notably not conceptual Tetraflare.
Yeah, but I still saw 4 things.
I think-
so they're
I think-
probably still, those would be Blackfire positions in the
I
center.
think conceptual Tetraflare delays it. Tetraflare went off when the cast finished.
I see.
Okay. So both of those strategies seem to work. So we're gonna do the tanks heals in the far north. NG, I'll take like the northeast square if you want to take like
So
the western
you
square.
absolutely
we'll go
need to
northeast.
use these black lines on the ground.
Trin, I will
Yeah,
take
for those mechanics.
southeast, that southeast corner of the north 2 squares. you can take southwest.
Don't use the squares. You gotta use these lines.
Black lines.
For that mech, you've gotta use these black lines.
Yeah.
That's gonna be especially important if we see spread in the middle. I don't know if that's possible, but if we do see it, you're gonna have to know where those are.
Yeah.
If it's a so the other thing we should consider is that if it is whatever group is doing the lines, it would be benefited if the two closest players kind of move over like this, so that the players in the back can just run right up and bait the lines as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna have to figure out how uptime is gonna work on that Stomp Dead thing.
Surprise, it's not.
Well, it's gonna have to. There's gonna have to be some way.
Line your.
I
should
think
be
we're
able to
just
line
gonna
your
be able to
record.
follow.
Line your rectangle
Eternal
up.
in the dark depths of this prison.
Yeah, I guess I can line rack up for that. Well, but it depends on what phase we get.
Or if your flare is partners.
Flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Out.
North, south, and out.
Out of
Partners.
my sight.
I got it already.
Homie gonna die?
Yeah, whoever sees those safe spots, like, call them, please. Because some of us, I can recognize some of them, and I can't recognize others, so...
Healing.
I can only call for it how I was before. I don't know how to do the other ones.
I'm trying to figure out how to call it
Knockback.
too.
Okay.
You will know my
I do not have swift cast, I cannot raise.
Lock position.
I
Like
raise.
Rose die.
1, 2, 3, 4. One's north.
praying before a god.
I'm alone. 2 south. 3's north. 4 south. Okay.
If you don't hit knockback and you know you didn't hit it, just put yourself in the hitbox and have yourself get thrown into a corner.
So really quick, I don't know how to call the whole thing, the whole map, but
Yeah.
I know a really stupid strategy to find which one is your safe spot.
Only look at the 4 corners of your cardinal. Or your
I stopped looking at that because I found an easier way to do it. If you, let's say you're standing here, right? You're gonna have one. I don't remember where they started. It's either gonna start here or it's gonna start here. But either way, it's gonna start on one of these two, right?
Yeah.
If you watch, so let's say it starts here. If you watch this go across, it's gonna go across and it's gonna make a turn. If it turns this way, you know you're the front two. You've already cut off half of it. Then the only thing you need to pay attention to is where this one went.
That's
So
what
if
I've been
this
doing.
one goes right, then you know you're in this corner right here. If this one goes left, then you know you're in this corner here. And if this line goes over here and turns left, then you know it's going to be the same thing but the back two.
Back one, because the corner doesn't happen.
True. If that one turns left, then you already know that you're right here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think so. Might take a few pulls
Sort
to
of.
get that.
I can't call it for everybody because I'm not watching the whole map, but
Yeah.
I
you
mean,
can easily
what-
find your
yeah.
own that way.
I would say watch part of the map. Because if you can see where your own safe spot is, you can see where
Rest eternal.
everybody's safe spot is.
I'll do my best because I'm noticing it pretty consistently, at least in the top left corner.
Yeah,
I
can
don't want to
spot
jinx
like
myself, but
I can spot the east pattern really easily, so I'll call that every time I see it. I can probably get the west one too. It's gonna be partners at the end of the mechanic. Partners.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
In
Center.
west,
Then it's gonna be hot tail,
out.
Out of
Tail.
my sight.
partners.
Wow. How was I not in that?
Just reset this one.
I disagree with that one entirely.
We should.
This DPS check hurt my balls, but
Yeah.
oh, you
So
cleared it.
one
Nice
thing I'm
job.
concerned about is call confusion as far as in, because in and
the wrong
out, because
thing.
some
That's
people are
what they're
calling like in to mean Phoenix in, but also in to mean center four squares. So we should differentiate those calls. Maybe we just call tail and wing for those ones and call in and out for the squares.
You want to
that
do a
look-
cardinal direction for the squares, by the way? Like, to signify, like, so if it's, like, in but north, so people know that it would be south, far south sea, as the other one?
I don't follow what you mean.
So you know how, like, if the two squares directly where he's floating and where Angie's ferry are safe? That means that these two...
Yeah, these
Are
two are
also-
safe. Well,
So-
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's true for east and west. I don't think that's true for north and
Well,
south.
then we
I
need
think
to...
So I talked about this earlier. I think that the patterns that are safe are these four squares, right? These same
then-
four squares, but shifted one to the left.
Yeah,
The center four squares,
in the
and
north-south.
the north two squares, and the south two squares. Those are the only patterns we've seen. We have not seen.
Alternated
other
south,
patterns.
north-south.
Yeah, we have not seen that. So those are the possible safe spots. So like, I see those first ones I show, I'm calling east. I see those other ones, I'm calling west, and then in, and then north south.
Well, how do we want to differentiate, like, the west and the east ones?
If you, well, I'm calling one east and I'm calling one west. That's how I'm differentiating. If you call west, then I know that my safe spot is the southeast person is here, because it's the
Okay.
west more pattern, because it's always in that two
That makes
parallel
sense, that makes
lines
sense.
shape. Yeah,
For whatever reason, I'm thinking, like, both calls need to be made when only one needs to be.
yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
I think that center pattern is particularly. I'm not very good at seeing that one yet. So if anyone sees that center pattern, especially that one, yell. Octaflare is spreads at the end.
Sear flesh
Spreads,
from bone.
spreads.
Leave naught but ash in your
North
wake.
south, north south. Hot wing in.
Spread.
In, spreads.
Sorrow into your
Getting
heart.
Angie up,
It wasn't north-south.
wasn't it?
No,
Nope.
it was not.
Fuck my life. He goes like 40 times without showing us that pattern.
Choosing Komi. Or just
That, yeah.
I took your word for it. It was like I could have saw. See, I could have
I
sworn saw the
almost
pattern
did, and I
before.
saw it was unsafe, and I stepped out.
Okay, so
You will know my rage.
So we can call just east, we can call just west, we can call just north, we can call just south, we can call north-south, and we can call east-west, and we can call center.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
are we sure there's no like fully east-west pattern?
I'm saying if there's a fully east-west pattern, we can call
East-west.
call
Okay.
both of them.
Alright. Alright, let's go.
Damn, that game. The game really was like, you know what you just talked about? It's time to show you.
Yeah.
Rest
Like, well, better that we find
Find out quick.
zone early.
I'm not early pulling. We're just not having a tank pull.
Play it safe. Just delay your needs to be back in a second or so. Petroflare
Partners.
is partners.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your
East-west, east-west. Then it's hot tail,
my sight.
and then partners. Yep.
Okay. Go back.
I am hard casting Angie. You Hallowed, please.
Hollow? Okay.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Snake, get out.
Out.
Okay, Angie. So let's try to practice that positioning that we talked about.
I'm first with Petrify.
Okay. So I'm getting north, most clockwise of northwest.
Clockwise and north.
Clockwise.
Yeah, whatever's clockwise is good.
Look.
I don't have anybody here to. There we go. Kari got it.
Look.
You both took the north guy.
Oh, I think we both took the north one.
Kari and I did it right, so.
Shadow and I did it right. I
Very
just got
live.
hit by Shadow's Petrify.
You kept moving. You didn't stand still. And I'm like, where do I go? Where do I go?
I was trying to line myself up with where you were. I'll just hold still if I'm poisoned.
So the way that one works, there are 2 eyes that spawn. And you have to watch and see where they're going to end up, because when they stop moving, they do the eye, you have to look away from them. Those 2 eyes spawn snakes. The way that we get rid of the snakes is we have the 1 players who have the Petrify stand and they face the snakes to freeze the snakes. And then the 1 players who have the poison stand next to the snakes so that they hit the snakes with their poison. So those 2 snakes spawn, and each of those snakes gets hit by the 1 player, the 1 poison, and the 1 petrify at the same time. The second snakes start the same way those first ones do. Eyes go around, they stop somewhere, they do petrify. And then the 2 players who have petrify and poison hit those snakes at the same time with them. So what you want to be looking at the start of the mechanic is whether you're 1 or 2 and whether you're poison or petrify. And if you are 1, you're doing the first snakes. If you're 2, you're doing the second snakes. We assign positions based on clocks. So if you are, how did we say exactly we were going to do it? It was like north to.
So whatever you're, are we doing what I suggested earlier?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, so if you're a north, northeast, east, or southeast clock, then you're going to take the first thing that's clockwise of north, or north itself, if they go exactly north. If you are south, southwest, west, or northwest clock, you're going to take the first thing that's counterclockwise of north, not including north.
We can also just stand in light parties to show which players are doing that as well.
Yeah, it gets role based,
Yeah.
so we can.
Yeah, so north, northeast, east, and southeast players stand on top of me.
And then
Yep.
1 player from each role in these stacks needs to be designated as the person that are swapping with 1 person from the other side, in case they get the same one.
From each support or DPS you mean?
Yes, yes. So like either Trin or Aoife needs to be a swap, and either Comey or Angie needs to be a swap.
Wait,
And
why
the
do
same
we
with
swaps?
because if you both get petrified or you both get poisoned, that person swaps sides with the designated person on the other side.
I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
Why
I
would
don't know
Kobe
if
and I
you can
swap?
pick.
I'm not saying Comey and you. I'm just saying. So for tanks and healers, you could do it by tanks and healers if you want to. It doesn't actually matter. for DPS, we just need to pick 2 people.
Are you able to pick? Because like you also have to take into account the 1 and 2, right?
1 and 2s are assigned by role. So all the DPS are going to have 1, and all the tanks and healers are going to have 2, or vice versa. So you just need to pick 1 person from each group. So like you need to pick 2 1s and 2 2s to be swapped. So let's say Shadow and I both get poison, right? And Hikari and Tig both have Petrify. For instance, Tig and I would need to swap, and then it would resolve correctly. Same thing with the tanks and heals.
Comey, you and I.
Okay, so yeah, we're always gonna be.
What that means, Comey, is that if you and Angie have the same debuff, you 2 swap.
I feel like it would be easier simply because there's so much time. If like the first voice can, first poison can say, "I am clockwise." The other person can know that, the other first voice, the other first poison can just know that they're counterclockwise. Does that not work?
The only reason I suggested this was because it takes it from a maximum of 2 calls to a minimum of 0 to basically a required 8.
That's really what the party wants to do, or what's going to be easier.
It doesn't matter. We can do it either way.
I like Zathir's way personally.
So since my clock spot is south, I am prioritizing finding the
south
snake that is clockwise of south, and
that is counterclockwise of north.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they're going to line up, so for safety, I'm going to say counterclockwise of north, not including north, because the other group is taking north. Okay. So if it always lines up that basically you're just taking whatever's on the west side, then cool. But
it has ended on south. So.
Yeah, I don't know the exact patterns of all the things, so for safety, it's much like the orb mechanic assignments in 10 with the Shadow Dog.
I'm going to assume that they can be on inner cards and cards, and they can be right next to each other, because the first one we saw was south and southeast. Very first one.
Yeah, so it's much like the Shadow Dog orb assignments, where you just take... So group... Aoife's group is taking north, and everything clockwise of that until they find one. And Angie's group is taking not north, everything counterclockwise of that.
And in what situation
until you get to one.
If you and I have different debuffs, swap. Or if you and Angie have the same debuff, you swap.
Yeah, whatever's easiest to look at for you for that.
I'm going to look at you and I, Comey, because we're right next to each other on the party list. On my party list, at least,
So, for instance, I'm going to look at Shadow, and if we have matching, I'm swapping. Or Shadow can swap, I don't actually care.
Give me like 2 or 3 pulls, I can call it every time.
And when you say swap, who am I swapping to?
You swap to the other side, so you will then be the first clockwise thing of north.
Okay.
If you're 1, or, the same thing, but second, if you get the 2.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think so. I feel like there might be a better way to do it, but that's fine.
Is there anybody who doesn't understand?
And just to clarify, are we... let's say... when we go to the one that we're going to, are we... let's say I'm westmost. Am I going to the westmost one that started west? Or the one that ended up?
Where it ends up.
That's what I wanted to clarify. That's it.
We can maybe call the 1 swaps right at the beginning and the 2 swaps after the very beginning, so we don't have to remember as much. Does that work? I don't know. Well, we can work on that, and people can experience.
We can feel it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pull again, because I want to see if there's if my early tell is what I think it is.
We need to practice that.
This is the part where we get knocked back for the rest of the night, by the way.
That is the
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
That'd be a lot of knockback.
I won't put it past whatever is out there to spite us.
Octaflare's spreads at the end. Spreads at the end.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
South. Out and spreads.
Do you want me to go back there, Aoife? Like, move backwards?
I just didn't move fast enough, I think. If I sprint, I'll be fine.
Get ready for the swift cast.
Shadow.
Yep, I'm gonna be dead.
I'm up.
Uh-oh.
Get trim.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Fine.
Snake, get out.
Snake.
Out. Okay. I'm gonna... Cannot hard cast. Well, I can hard cast, I guess. Let's look at numbers.
I am first poison.
I'm swapping.
To be consumed.
Watch the eyes. Look.
Not coming. There is no one.
The
Yeah.
eyes.
I didn't
No
have a
poison.
debuff, so I can't kill it.
Look.
Can I just like
Yeah, that's
That one's
that one did get petrified. Yeah, that's bad.
so Angie, in that pattern. the
Yeah,
one-
no, I would have been on the east side there.
The west side.
Well, the second one was there was one on north, and the other one was Bravo. Yeah,
It's northwest. Wasn't it?
there was one
Or
west.
oh yeah, north and east. Yeah, you would have been on the.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
east, you
That's
would've
just what
Bravo.
flipped my brain over.
So again, maybe
Tig,
that.
Tig, when I swap, we'll swap because I'm not gonna have Hikari swap. So
Okay.
we needed to swap there.
Did we? Because
Yeah.
didn't Hikari have a 2 poison? I had a 1.
Depths of this prison.
Did Hikari have 2 poison? Oh,
We
someone
had a
was
death-
dead when we came
yeah,
into
someone was
it.
dead at the
Yeah,
start.
okay.
That's
Okay,
fine.
it broke. Got it, yeah. The mechanic broke. Got it.
And I did it the only way that would make it try to work.
Yeah.
Octaflare
I
is
didn't
the
see that.
spreads. Octaflare is the spreads.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
East-west. It's gonna be hot tail and spreads. Getting trim up.
I will die.
Please give me the knockback. I want to see if my
Right,
color's
Trent?
right. Get ready for the swift cast on
I'm getting
Cone.
ready on Swift.
Try and raise me south if you can.
Behold the fruits
You're raising
of
directly
sacrifice.
east.
Okay.
That's fine.
You piece of shit! Out.
Out.
Second poison.
You are prey to be consumed.
Coming you and I swap. Okay. The eyes. The eyes. Use all the mitigation for these things. Okay.
That's a spicy raid one.
Nearly. We got it nearly.
That
So you
does
gotta-
work though.
You gotta make
Yeah.
sure that you don't hit anybody else with your gaze.
Yeah, so you try to be close to the snake if you can. it's kind of fast.
You want to like
we'll
run up to your snake and look directly at it.
Pretend you're those boxers.
So like
in the interview,
so
you square up with each other.
Yeah, so like if Carbuncle is the thing, you want to like be right up near it.
So close you could kiss it.
Yep.
Eternal in the dark depths of this
Give me knockback.
How do you want it?
He wants to test something.
Tetraflare's partners at the end. Partners.
sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your way.
North-south, wing. Partners.
Sink sorrow into your heart.
Okay. Go back.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
You son of a bitch!
Out.
Second gaze.
You are prey to be consumed.
That was two people on the same.
Wouldn't I get that one?
Oh, someone breathed all over us.
Yeah, we didn't have a petrifier at the southwest one.
Because I would be north. The first one counterclockwise
Of north.
north.
They were what, southeast, southwest?
They were northwest,
Southwest.
southwest. Well, so I thought I was supposed to get that one because I was swapping with Comey, but
Since we
I think
swapped,
that is-
I would take southwest, right? Because I
Yeah.
yeah, but so that strategy must not work.
It will absolutely work. Let me.
You just
let me-
have to be cognizant
Yeah,
of. where
I
you're-
think there was a different mistake. So let me look what happened.
Yeah, because Comey and I definitely had the different debuff, so that would mean that we swap, right?
Let's see, Angie.
I think it was on the number mismatch.
No, you and Comey being different does not mean you swap.
Oh, us being the same means we swap.
No,
No.
you can't pay attention to Comey.
Who do I pay attention to then?
You need to pay attention to your partner. So you need to pay attention to Trin. If you and Trin are the same, then you swap with Comey.
Ah, okay. Got it.
I ran into this problem before, and I forgot that was a problem. But yeah, you can't pay attention to the person you swap with because
Sure. Yeah,
it can still work out correctly.
I will watch Trin and yell at Comey based on that.
Alright, I will listen for your call. Yeah, Trin and I both had poison. I guess that would be
Yeah,
why.
that's why it
Yeah,
breaks.
that's why. Okay.
Yeah,
Knockback.
I've actually run into that issue before.
Depths of this prison.
I believe in the knockback pull.
I don't. I want to keep seeing that pattern for now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if we kept seeing this.
I only need to see one knockback pull. That's it.
Octaflare spreads at the end.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your way.
North-south.
And then
Tail.
spread.
And spreads after. Spreads.
Out of my sight.
Soaking? Go back.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Okay,
Out.
I guess. Second gaze.
You are prey to be construed.
No swap. Watch the eyes. Oh.
Oh, ooh,
Ow.
I got looked at.
Well done, Angie. We got it done.
So the thing that I did there, that was a mistake, was I stopped looking as soon as I saw the eyes stop moving. Can't do that. Wait a
Yeah,
second
you gotta
after
wait
the eyes.
on
Yeah.
that.
Yep. So give it extra time to make sure that you know that the eyes have resolved.
Yeah, you gotta remember that those eyes are indeed eyes, and you do have to look away from them until the thing spawns.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
I'm gonna drop Temperance here and use it for the tank busters probably.
It's probably for the best.
Tetraflare's partners. Partners at the end. Partners at the end.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
East pattern.
Wing.
Hot wing after. Hot wing and partners.
Sorrow into your heart.
I'm raising Zephyr.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see the thing.
Go back. Oh.
Reason.
Okay, I'll let you get it. Zephyr's regen.
I guess it was too soon.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Yes, it's right. The tell is correct.
Surecast.
You will know my
Your clock
rage.
positions.
so early.
Count. Practice the movement.
1,
2,
2,
3,
4.
4.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Praying before
One's
a
north.
god.
no one is north.
Oh, there's no ones.
All the ones died.
Okay, so I don't care. We can keep going back to Gorgon now, but there is a very early tell.
See, breaks his chains or not, right?
If his chains on his arm breaks, he's going into Gorgon. If he breaks his chains on his legs, he's going into knockback.
No.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Tetraflare's partners at the end.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
East.
Wing.
Hot wing after. Wing partners.
Sweep sorrow into your heart.
Poking.
I'll shield that.
And so wait a little longer.
Poke now.
Oh,
I'm
I
raising.
think you just took aggro back. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, we gotta. You guys should shirk there.
Behold
Make sure
the
they come
fruits of sacrifice.
Out.
No
First
swap.
I'm swapping.
Pray to be
I am also swapping.
Watch the eyes. Make sure you look away from them. Like 100% sure.
I'm this one, Trin.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, we missed south. That was better though.
Better.
Yeah, Trin, you and I did it right. That was good. I think. Right?
Wait,
One of those cones was faced in. I didn't see which one, but don't do
It was
that.
north-south that time, right? In the last set?
Yeah,
Yep.
the second one was north-south.
Okay, so...
So that means the east group would take north, and the west group would take south.
Okay, alright.
Gotcha. Yeah, you are north. North and clockwise of north. Yeah. No, you don't include north for counterclockwise, the other group.
The other group doesn't include that.
Yeah. It's basically the same system we used for 10S orbs. It's also the system we used for towers in
I think
UCOM.
the thing I think about is sisters for tanks.
Yeah, it's the same system we use for that as well. Sort of. That one has less iterations, though.
Yeah. Octaflare is spreads at the end. Spreads at the end.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
West pattern. It's tail.
Out of my sight.
Tail spreads. I spread
Crazy
fast enough, sorry.
Got shadow.
Poking, shirk me. Go back now. Okay, good.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Oh,
No search.
I'm raising.
Out. You Petra, we're swapping.
Swapping.
Call me no swap.
okay.
Oh, are you shitting me? Oh, I got it! Even though I froze it.
Nice.
I don't know.
I just died from the damage of the poison.
Raid wide.
Very wide.
I have intervention on shadow.
Yes, but
I don't have shirk. I'm turning off my stance.
remember, tanks heals in the north, DPS in the south. We spread out, depending on what the pattern is. Yep, so that works. DPS close, tanks heals far. I'm raising Angie.
Corners. Corners, corners, corners.
Petroflare as partners. Nah, call me. How about that?
Oh, like actual corners? Oh shit, I haven't seen that pattern yet.
Yeah, because it was
Okay,
too.
watch these here. Watch these here.
Southeast.
Yeah,
southeast.
Yeah, southeast.
Wow. Okay, so for that, after the not people who don't get the spreads go into bait, we're gonna need to go to our like clock spots and then rotate into partner stacks. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if it's Tetraflare, right?
There's a possibility it can also be Octaflare, but I haven't seen it yet.
Good pull.
Yeah, that was a good pull.
Zephyr, you said you died to damage on poison.
Yeah, I took 64k from it.
You took 64k from the poison?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
I can attempt
just
to have an
extra shield
Aegis. I'll try and get an Aegis up anytime I get poison.
Okay. I'm just a little, I don't know.
Zephyr, could I have the close to boss spot next time?
Yeah. I was gonna give it to you, but you went behind me, so I didn't want to swap in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Is the earth damage from his like constant stomps? Is that magic damage? Or is that just...
I think earth is magic. Yeah.
It's probably magic.
Yeah.
It's called uplift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uplift is magic damage in E4S, so. Petriflare's partners at the end.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your
North south.
Wing.
Wing, in and partners. Partners.
Seep sorrow into your heart.
Okay. Trick me. Back.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Out.
Call me no
We're
swap.
swapping.
Pray to be consumed.
Watch the edge.
Clean.
Good ship. I have reprisal on this.
Back.
That's fine.
Ready to go to
Okay,
white card.
Tanks heals north, DPS south. If we get east-west pattern, then Tanks heals east, DPS west. Let's do that.
Works
Because
for me.
it's probably possible for us to get the east pattern.
If that happens and it's spread as well, Akari, I'm gonna go north.
Ash in your wake.
Okay. North, south. DPS close, Tanks heals far.
Fuck your ley lines.
Oh my god.
Get to corners.
Corners. Oh, I have to.
And then we need to be in.
Oh, there was a line there.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
there were line AoEs.
It's either Nest of Flame Vipers or Touch
It
of
is
Flare.
northwest. It's northeast. That was safe there, northeast.
So you have to watch, and either we do the clock spots with Nest of Flame Vipers, or we do partner stacks with Tetra Flare.
How, we couldn't do, clock spots exactly. with
You just
Nest of
have to
Flame
fan in the
Vipers.
corners, I think.
Yeah, you have to fan in the corners. So, I guess rotate clockwise if you can't go there. So like that pattern, it was the plus shape, right? So
I have a hiccup that might make our current positioning difficult.
what's that?
If we get corners and partners in our current setup, we're going
We're
to
fucked.
die.
Why?
Because the partners are going to hit rolls, guaranteed, and we're currently set up where the tanks are all north and the DPS are all south, and we're all going to, or two groups are going to take a double.
We take it based on clock spots. With partners, we
Ain't
rotate the
no way
partners
I'm
based on
making it
clocks.
from northeast
There's
from
no way
southeast.
to reach it. Yeah.
You sure? I think I could make it.
So then, what
I
if
mean,
we just try to
made
take?
it.
What if we try to take the clock spot partner rolls in each corner of one side of the room?
Yeah, that is a really gross distance if we get
Cool.
corners.
Hang on.
I think we could easily resolve this by just
I
Putting
Light
us
party
in-
squares.
light party squares and being near our clocks in the first place, and that would
Yeah.
completely resolve this problem.
I agree.
Yeah, you're probably right.
well, the only partners that would have to move a massive
I mean,
Just
it would be.
Four people would
Why-
have
why
to
don't-
cross the
why-
entire arena if we get corners.
We just have like a tank here, the melee here, the healer here, and the ranged here, right? And then like these two go into a corner.
Yeah, so we
These two go into a corner. Done.
Yeah, so
do light parties instead of splitting roles.
have this be the north group, have this be the south group, and stand in whatever your spot's gonna be.
Can I get close?
Only switch with Akari.
Yeah.
And you're gonna want to swap those out there.
Yeah, be the close one. I'll be fire.
That should be a lot comfier.
Yeah. Okay.
Good fucking Gorgon, guys.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Let's keep doing it.
I gotta get better at keeping uptime during that, but
I mean, I think all of us are probably in the same
I'm
position.
probably
I'm
just
maybe
gonna
not
drop a
getting all my
global
casts,
for my
so-
gaze.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be comfortable grading a global during my gaze.
Maybe I can have Misery by that time.
Spread.
Afterflare spreads.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in
North
your
south.
Tail.
Tail, and then spreads after. Tail and
wake.
spreads.
Under my sight.
I am east.
Freezing.
Yeah, I had to get away from Trin.
you Cherokee
Hard cast.
I'm betting.
I'm just gonna.
and both track.
Yep.
I got Zephyr.
Get the clock positions just in case.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
But there's regen.
Out. Gorgon.
You are afraid
we
to
swap.
be consumed.
Okay.
I was missing the poison at east.
I'm raising Trin. I have aggro.
The snake's
No, I
gonna
have
blow
aggro on a Gorgon. Never mind.
They're dead.
Could we spam tank Kobe?
I have cover on Angie, but it's not.
Raising Komi.
You talked about it, and I got clipped turning around and looking. I still froze my Gorgon, but at what cost?
Do those. Let's. Well, Trin, you and I. Let's do those positions if we can. Just for practice.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
North south.
You'd go south here, Trent, I think.
I think
Yeah.
Trent's north, right?
No, Trin's
Trin's
north.
correct. Trin's
Oh,
correct.
that's right.
She's in the right spot.
Can I? I want to draw something. If it spreads, because it just happened. So I want to draw this real quick.
It's a really cool mechanic. I like that one a lot.
Trin, do you play mouse keyboard on standard controls? Do you know the wiggle trick? So if you are looking, so basically your character will not turn around no matter whether you're rolling your GCD or not, as long as your camera is moving, if you play on standard controls. So if you're on standard controls, just look at the, aim yourself wherever you don't want to look and wiggle your mouse. And you can get like full uptime without having, a cast or something turn you around. Legacy. I don't know how it works on Legacy. I think there might be a way to do it on Legacy, but
You just strafe back and forth with your Q to do the same thing, basically.
You can also hold both of your mouse buttons and hold the S key.
I feel like we need to stand. Maybe we are already doing this and I'm just blind. But I'm posted in Carbuncle. For spreads specifically, because they are kind of sizable.
At the for the very first spread.
Well, like where we have to go north and south.
Oh, okay.
We should stand like this.
Do we have to?
drawing?
We don't have to. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, there's.
Is there
I
room?
think there's enough room. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of room.
Okay, I'm being cautious.
Just you don't need to.
So like if I'm here, and actually Shadow, you stand like right here.
I can stand like here.
Yeah, you can stand like up there if you want.
Oh, that's right. We're using the black lines. I'm dumb.
Yep.
Yeah. So like if I'm here, Shadow and I won't overlap. Even
Yeah.
This close. So
That's. I have to remember the black line for that.
yeah, black lines.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. This fight is giving me the neuron activation.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
I really like this fight.
It's a good fight.
Yeah.
Petroflare's partners at PM.
Sear flesh from bone.
I love that they brought a mech back from coils.
Yeah.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Tail.
North pattern. It's gonna be tail
Out of my
partners.
sight.
Okay. And shark me. Go back.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Out.
On a Gorgon.
God answering my prayers.
It really
Yeah,
is.
We're getting to practice a lot, which is great.
The answering your prayers
Call
for
me no
smiting my
swap.
prediction.
Quiet. Mechanic first. Call me no swap. Gotcha.
Oh god,
I get paralyzed. Yeah. I'm not gonna make it to mine.
All the mitigation.
I think the test hit the Gorgon, not him, but
It's still petrified. There it goes. Now it's gonna cast it.
boom.
well, we're still in business.
Raising shadow. Remember those positions. If it's east-west, then rotate the whole thing clockwise.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
North-south. Tank feels close. DPS far.
Oh, that was my bad. I got shot up.
It's in the middle. Middle and clocks. Somebody call this for me, please.
Southwest.
Northeast.
Or south.
No, you're right.
Southeast,
Southeast.
Southeast. That's what I meant. I had the camera reverse. Woo!
Genesis of Flame.
That's AoE.
I don't have
Hey,
it.
boy.
Ooh, spicy.
Good intervention.
Thank you.
New stuff.
It's probably just gonna be.
I shall
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
my
Here's the
will
other mech.
fulfilled.
He's gonna do. He's gonna turn into the big ugly thing.
Knockback.
Knockback.
Cast.
Block positions.
You
I mean,
Prepare to die.
my
Yeah.
rage.
Here's the tank open.
And impulse.
1,
1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
4.
I like how it takes a second to think about it and then kills you.
Good luck, Kobe.
See ya.
Good pull.
Alright, well that.
Yep,
Now
that's like 40% through the fight.
Yeah, we know now that, like, That is most of the fight, probably, right?
40.
There's
That's
probably
40%.
something. There's definitely more stuff.
Yeah.
About halfway? Okay.
Yeah. I
Watch
think
him
you're right
combine the two. He becomes a Gorgon Manticore.
Wasn't there
whatever.
another form in the normal mode?
I don't think so.
I think it was just those two.
No, it was only two.
I could have sworn there was another.
Which means there's going to be a third one in Savage, obviously.
Probably. I have time for about 1 or 2 more pulls.
Drastic turn on
For
Okay, Comey has time for 2 more pulls.
That's
wait,
fair.
what's happening?
I have
He has to get dinner.
I have to get up for like 20
Oh.
minutes. And then I'll go back.
Get a little break. We'll eat something.
Deflare's spreads.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Center. It's gonna be tail and spreads. Tail
Under my
spreads.
sight.
Choking? Sure. Okay. And then go back.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Out.
Gorgon time.
So long.
There's a trim.
This is gonna break it probably.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's broken.
Pay attention.
You are prey to be consumed.
You're missing a 1. Missing a 1 poison.
Trim Pretender 1 poison.
I call bullshit on that one, Chief.
Yo, look at me go. Holy shit.
Karia got hit by your cone.
Oh, is that what hit me?
It came through the, came from due west, straight through the middle.
I think that's what clipped me then, because I got petrified, but I was definitely not looking. One more pull.
I'm good until for another 7 minutes.
Okay, well then let's keep going.
So 2 more pulls.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe even 3 more pulls.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this
That's the hell on there.
Petroflare's partners at the end. Partners.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Wing. Wing.
East-west.
Oh, that was
Wing
wrong.
and partners.
Sorrow into your heart.
That's a
Percent.
tough pattern.
Yeah, that one's very hard.
Trin didn't trust.
Yeah, because that one you gotta move.
One's longer to see as well.
Yeah.
The more I see it, it'll become like intuitive much faster.
I mean, compared to yesterday, a lot less people are dying, so...
Rest eternal.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
getting
like I
locked
said,
up.
I can't call everybody's, but mine, I've got this down to a science on my spot.
Then
Give me like 10 more pulls, I'll be able to call everybody's every time.
Spreads.
Spreads
Spreads.
at the end of the mechanic. Spreads.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Ascent.
Tail.
North pattern. Tail and spreads. Tail
Under my
spreads.
sight.
Okay. Okay.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Sure cast.
You
Yeah.
will know my
Raising Comey.
rage.
Clock positions. Remember your number. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
A praying
I think all the
before
ones
a
are gonna be
god.
I'm dead as 1.
I'm one.
2s are south. 3s go north. 4s go south.
Well, it
We
looked
probably understand this mechanic enough to just wipe it if we don't.
Yeah. We just need to practice it.
Yep. I just need to not forget the knockback.
I would have called it. That was the one time I didn't pay attention to the chains.
Yeah, me too.
One more.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Oh, sorry, I took it back.
Trend the first one.
A flare is spreads at the end of the mechanic. Spreads.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your way.
East-west. Out. Tail spreads. Tail
Out of
spreads.
my sight.
Soaking.
Let's try to collapse south a little bit just for healing.
Going back.
I'm gonna bang that.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Get ready.
Cha-ching.
Out.
Coming to
You
the
are
swamp.
prey to be consumed.
How's that there? Did I miss you?
Yep.
Nice.
Raid wide.
Cut my tail off, but it's fine. That can be stoned.
So remember those north-souths. For what your position is. Be prepared to get close if you have to. Or to make room for people who have to get close.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
It's east-west. It's east-west. Rotate everything clockwise.
Angie, can you rescue me? Almost.
PPS close. Tank skills far. I'm raising train.
Told me.
Tetra flare. Okay, so let's.
Do we,
So,
Yeah, northwest.
rotating
Northwest.
everything clockwise works for that first part. After we've done the rotate clockwise, if we get Tetra Flare, let's do relative north after that. So to
Based
minimize.
on the rotate.
There's an easier movement we could do rather than rotating everything clockwise. If you
I mean,
want.
yeah, technically we could just get the people
if
from
you have
seed.
these people, just
just do
literally
this.
move here,
yeah.
and these people move here.
Yeah, we could do that, I guess.
That's a lot faster movement.
Yeah.
A lot less
Yeah,
damage.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel.
You're right. You're right. I saw it in the moment.
Yeah, no, rotating clockwise
So-
works. It's just less movement.
Yeah,
that
you're
way.
right. Everyone understand how we're gonna do that? We aren't gonna rotate it clockwise. We'll basically
Basically
move over like
collapse
this.
east
Yeah.
west.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a better plan. I need
Are
one
we
more.
stopping here?
Komi says one more. One more.
Komi says one more.
Yeah, let's go.
Komi, I heard Komi say 11 more. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Komi says one more. Skip dinner. Let's go.
Komi said one
That's
more.
a bit adherent, aren't you?
Komi said one more.
Don't worry, Komi.
It was in binary, yeah.
Petroflare. Partners at the end of the mechanic. Partners.
Flesh from bone.
The fellow hungry person, Komi, I heard you just fine.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Wing.
Enter wing.
And
Partners.
Partners.
Let seep sorrow into your heart.
Okay. Back.
I'm just gonna let Komi get low here and then AM every time, I think.
Sounds good.
Leads about 18.3k.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
I thought you were going to science that, because he had
Back.
18.5.
Surecast.
motherfucker.
Okay, go to your clock positions.
You know, if you just hit the center.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I got a double uplift.
Goodbye, everybody.
I was 2.
I was 1.
2s are south. 3 is north now.
3 is not south.
4 is south.
I
rose into
really,
that.
really wanted to be south, but I was on the floor.
No, okay, so leading into mechanics, no talking. Because we talk, people listen to the
I'm
talking.
literally trying to pay attention to what people are saying.
Yeah,
That
so
was literally checking.
when stuff's going on, silence, just call outs.
Yeah, one more, Komi.
I was gonna say, Hikari, hit the CD before Komi.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Partners at the end. Partners.
Sear flesh from bone. Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Wing.
Wing.
Enter. Wing. And then partners.
Let seep
Partners.
sorrow into your heart.
Okay. Back.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Out.
Call me Lee
You
Swap.
are prey to be consumed.
Are you shitting me?
There's too many people.
Petrified. I'm still gonna get mine actually.
Yeah, that's what happened last roll to me.
Yes.
I got
Oh.
petrified and still
So-
got mine.
All skill. All
Trin and
skill.
I were both first petrify.
Are you sure?
You're a god. Hello, May.
I mean, both of us were up there, and both of us were looking at it. Both petrifies went off there, so.
look, 'cause I think we're out of
Trin
one
could not
layers.
have- Trin could not have been first petrified, could she? Because
Trin was
I was-
not. Trin was a 2.
yeah.
Trin shot it out because she died.
Oh, that's what froze me.
Trin was 2.
I'm getting a lot more comfortable on the uptime on those.
Yeah.
I'm like not losing the GCD anymore.
Okay, I gotta leave now. I will be back in like 20-30 minutes.
Okay, let's reinstance them. And actually, this should line up pretty well because if he's back in 30 minutes, my internet's probably going to automatically shut off in the next 15 minutes or so. So, and I'm going to have to pay another $5 for it. So,
That's good prog. We made a lot of progress there.
yep. Comey, you're still here.
I am. Goodbye.
Bye, Comey.
Okay, bye stream. I will be back in 20-30 minutes.
You knew I was going to say.